Real quick video here. I took these faded out lights that were like all peeling and whatnot, and I sanded them down with 400 grit sandpaper, and I sprayed them with plastic adhesion promoter, and then put regular automotive clear coat. And you can see I tinted the side marker over here. I take black base and I reduce it down, and I just blended it both directions and went around the edge, and I tried to match both sides. It looks like they're a pretty close match. You can't hardly tell in this light. But I also did several other lights. These were pretty yellow. F-250 headlights, and then I don't know if you guys know, but GTO headlights are like the world's worst. They're always horrible looking, and the aftermarket headlights, they just suck. They don't hardly put out any light. Excuse me. These here, you can see the inside of them is dirty, so I could actually put some water in there and swish them out and put them in front of something that'll dry them out. And then these old Toyota headlights, you can see where water has ran across the inside and knocked some of the dust out of the inside of them, and it's still wet inside. So, but these lights, they were really bad. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to save these or not. These headlights here, they should have been redone years ago, and they would have cleaned up real nice and not had a fog to them. But I should have took before pictures of these. You couldn't see through them whatsoever. I'm talking, they were just as yellow as the arms of my lift. And these two, these were pretty bad also. The people who own these lights, they were like, oh, I'll just replace them. They were cheap. I was like, oh, let me try. So I sanded those down. I knew those would come back pretty good. But I do have a couple of pictures of these before I redid these. These were probably in the best condition. Well, absolutely were in the best condition. And as you can see, they don't really have the fog to them. These lights were tinted from the factory as it was, so like you can still see through it really good, other than where I have it tinted, of course. But, and then another trick I do, just like the headlights, how I tinted the sides and I didn't tint the front, I do the same thing to tail lights. These are the tail lights to my pickup. You see I got a little heavy on the clear. I'll probably redo these. It was a little bit cold. I was spraying, I think it was 46 degrees in here whenever I was spraying, so definitely way colder than it should have been. So the clear laid wet longer, of course. But anyways, what I'm getting at is, normally I do them a little bit darker than this, but I tinted the sides, and this in particular base coat is super thin. It lays out, like you could tint it so dark that you can't see through it at all, and the light still shines through it really well, the color and all. I've used this stuff for years. This is PPG. This is the DBC 2700, I think, or 9700. But you can see I got some material over here. But yeah, that stuff, it's their hot rod black. It's super thin. It looks like it's reduced out before you even mix it. So of course, it being that thin, it covers really well. The light still shines through it really good. But I'll drop a couple of pictures of what these looked like before. And yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that you can re-clear headlights. Like these F-150 headlights, they had a clear coat on them from factory, and that was peeling off. And it was really hard to sand it off. I went through quite a bit of sandpaper. I had posted this on my Snapchat before I did it, and everybody thought that I was fixing to buff them. I'm not wasting my time buffing on headlights. I don't even have buffing compound or anything. I don't even have buffing pads. I have a buffer because somebody gave me one, but I've never even used it. But anyways, yep. How do y'all like my paint stand over there? All right, just like I was saying, you can rinse out the inside of the light and get rid of all that haze. So y'all see this on it. It's all hazy, right? Got a water hose here. Throw it on there. A little bit of water. I'll swish it around. And now look at it. Now you can take and set this in the sun, let it sit out in the sun for a while, and then boom. These headlights were in horrible shape, and now they're perfectly acceptable. You just added several years to their life. So, sand them down with some 400, spray some plastic adhesion promoter on them, and clear coat them. Boom. Maybe rinse them out. I gotta do the same thing to the GTO headlights. So, get it, Bristol. All right, I got the F-150's headlights in. They turned out really good. You acrobatic dog. Anyways, they turned out really nice. I also got the tail lights here in the Duramax. They look good too. Look pretty much stock in the back, just a light tint. And then they're a little bit darker on the sides. I like it. It might be an acquired taste, but yeah, they turned out really nice. These headlights were in pretty bad shape, but now they look pretty good. So luckily I didn't have to rinse these out because I had to get my tools. Crazy dog. She's swinging from the damn zip line. Oh, she about got me with it. Yeah, we got a zip line runs from this tree all the way over here to this tree. And she has a blast with it. Crazy dog. Anyways, sorry for shaking y'all up. That's pretty much the lights. Light party's over.